Well, good evening. Good evening. Hello, everyone. We thank God for you for coming and sharing with us, tuning in with us on today. We truly thank God for His omnipotent power and the blessings that He's bestowed upon us. We give God glory and honor for you and you, our dear brothers and sisters, those of you that's tuned in with us via Holy Connection TV. You're streaming with us, Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope. We welcome you. You may even be on our website, the cathedraloftruepraise.org. We welcome you as well. We just thank God for who He is and what He's done for us. And we just wanted to come and just give you an encouraging word on today. At this time in our lives, we all need an encouraging word with us today, and to give us 3 reasons why our season would change, and understanding that your season is changing. Our seasons will change. Even though we're changing into a season right now, it's probably a good time because we're going into the fall season right now. But I want you to know, even in your life, your season is about to change. And we ought to declare that today, that our season is changing. Over in St. John chapter number 5, over in St. John chapter number 5, that's a very familiar passage. There we find in our text the one that was lame for 38 years at the pool of Bethesda. And this is what we're talking about, what we'll be dealing with for our textual scripture on today, St. John 5, 1 through 9. I'm just going to actually go into it, but I'm going to deal with it. We'll give you the key scripture and where we'll be coming from and what we'll be doing. But this is how we know our season is changing, or our seasons can change. You ought to just declare that once again. Look, my season is changing. And if you don't mind, you can even say that your season is changing. What we call normal, and what people call normal, is something that we've basically gotten used to. When you start talking about things are normal, it's something, basically some of the things in which we have gotten used to, because believe it or not, we need to understand something today. It's impossible actually to be delivered from something that you consider normal. Yes, it's impossible to be delivered from something that you consider normal, because when you looking to be delivered from something, the first step of being delivered is understanding that something that may be your experience does not make it normal. It does not even make it okay. Because there are many things people accept as being normal, watch this, but it's not normal. We need to understand there's a difference between normal and experience. We can experience some things, but that's not normal. Sometimes those things that we experience, many times people believe that that's normal, but it's not normal. We've accepted things as normal because we've just gotten used to them. Are we here today? Those things that we consider normal is because we've gotten used to them. Those are a lot of things that you've gotten used to that's really not normal. Watch this, for simple fact. It's not normal, watch this, for you to avoid bill collectors. No, that's not normal. You just gotten used to that. A bill collector call your house and call your phone. You avoid that. You've just gotten used to that, but that's not normal. Look, you in a relationship and you got bruises all on your face. Come on. That's not normal. You've just gotten used to those things. We consider things as normal. That's not normal. Many people have accepted things that's very unacceptable. Come on, we've accepted some things that's unacceptable. You've gotten used to having pennies in your pocket. Come on. You think that that's normal. No, that's not normal. You just gotten used to it. Come on, you've gotten used, you've accepted being broke, busted, and disgusted. That's not normal. You've just gotten used to it. People have accepted things as being normal. Even in this text, and where we are, even in this text, we find ourselves coming in on a conversation, and where the Bible says that in this text there are some sick people, there are some blind people, there are lame people, there are even folk paralyzed, and they're laying there on the porches of this, waiting for the water to be troubled. And the focus of this, in which we normally focus on what we're looking at, and we'll focus on it again tonight. One man that we focus on is one that has been there for 38 years. 38 years waiting to be healed from his condition. 38 years. Watch. He's there 38 years waiting to be healed from his condition. Jesus shows up. Jesus asks him, look, do you want to be made whole? In other words, when Jesus come and asks him, do he want to be made whole? Watch this. He's offering him a change from his condition. He's offering him a change from his condition. When he comes and asks him, do you want to be made whole? You've been here for a long time, but do you want to be made whole? I'm offering you now a change. I'm offering you in this season of your life a change. What would you do if Jesus made you an offer that you couldn't refuse? I'm talking about you've been waiting for a long time. This is something you've been looking for, you've been hoping for, you've been praying for a long time. And here Jesus comes now and make you an offer in which you couldn't refuse. And here it is, this man, 38 years of suffering, 38 years of being in the same place, in the same condition of his life, and Jesus makes him an offer. But in this offer in which Jesus makes him, here it is, this man gives him an excuse why he can't take the offer. Now, look, you've been waiting for it, you've been wanting it, you've been praying for it, you've been hoping for it, and how now it is right there in front of your face. And here it is, you come and give up excuses as to why. Don't let people decide your outcome or the outcome of your success. Don't do it. Don't allow people to decide how you're going to be, how successful you're going to be. You can't allow people to determine your destiny. Your season could change. However, if your mind is already made up, why you are, where you are, how you are, even who you are, if your mind is already made up, it's going to be a problem for you being in a place where your season can change. Watch in this text. I'm looking in this text because this man's answer was the same, although his answer didn't match the question. Oh, yeah. This man's answer was the same, although it didn't have nothing to do with the question. What was the question? The question was, do you want to be made whole? But watch this, because this man, even within this text, you can continue to repeat things so much, you really don't even hear the question. Because in your mindset is already made up. You've been having the same answer over and over and over again in your mind. So those questions that come about, because you done rehearsed it so, your excuses, he's gotten used to it, but he really didn't hear the question. So that's why he began to give out excuses, because you've gotten used to your excuses. The question was, do you want to be made whole? Let me ask you a question. Since you've been waiting for so long, you've been praying, you've been hoping, you've been trusting, you've been believing, you've been desiring. The question is, do you want to be debt free? Oh, I don't have a job. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this debt. You talking about debt free. I'm so far in debt. You know, the question is, do you want to be debt free? But here it is. You come up with excuses. Come on, here's another one. Do you want a job? Well, I ain't got nowhere to get there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, and I don't know, I ain't got no clothes, and I ain't got no, the question is, do you want a job? But see, we've gotten so used to excuses. We've rehearsed our answers over and over again because, look, maybe somebody else have asked you that the same question, but then you gave them the same excuse, so you know it so well. So when somebody asks you something, you refer back to your excuses because that's what you're used to saying. That's what's in your heart. These are what I call already made answers. Yes, already made answers. No one asks about your methodology. We asked about your desire. I didn't ask you about your methodology. I asked you about your desire. Do you want? And first of all, you got to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, if you really don't know what you want, you ain't gonna have nothing else but excuses to come about. Listen, I came to tell somebody, don't miss your desires because of excuses. Look, don't miss your desires because of excuses. Too many times we use excuses as a mode of operation. Yes, for some reason you are where you are in your life. You use that as a mode of operation. Your excuses as a mode of operation. This is why I'm where I am right now. Where I am. You come up with excuses. That's like this man in our text. He didn't have no one to put him in the pool. That was his excuse. Said it so many times that he's gotten comfortable with it. And a lot of times in our lives, we've gotten comfortable with our excuses. Yes, yes, yes. We've gotten comfortable. What is your excuse? We've gotten so used to excuses. Oh, I am where I am. I'm going through what I'm going through. I don't have nobody to talk to. Yeah, you got somebody to talk to. It's just not the one you want to talk to. Because we can talk to the Lord anytime, any day, any night, any time of the day, any time of night. We can talk to him anytime. His ear is always open. He's always listening. He's always up. But we come with our excuses. Oh, I ain't got nobody to talk to. That's why I act out the way I act out. This and that and the other. Watch this here, because when Jesus steps into your life, you don't need to depend on no one to pick you up. Yeah, when Jesus comes in your life, you don't need to depend on nobody to pick you up, because the fact of the matter is you're going to get up. No, y'all missed that right there. When Jesus comes into your life, you don't have to depend on anybody trying to pick you up. Why? He already made you an offer. The offer was, do you want to be made whole? Since he's made you an offer, there's no question about it that you're going to get up. You don't have to depend on nobody else to get you up. So I need to tell somebody tonight, look, stop depending on folk to carry you when you've been given the opportunity to walk for yourself. Yes. He's giving you an opportunity in which you can walk for yourself. And you still around here depending on somebody to carry you. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but you need to understand, sooner or later, for every folk that's been carrying you, they're going to get tired of carrying you, and they just going to drop you off and let you deal with things on your own. Yes, yes, people will get tired of carrying you. They'll get tired of carrying you, and they end up just dropping you off. I say, you figure it out on your own. You take care of this your own. You know, every time you turn around, I got to pick you up. I got to carry you. And sometimes your very friends will just drop you off and walk away. How many times they dropped this man off and walked away and let him figure it out for themselves? Because the very ones that dropping you off, look, they got issues themselves. They need some help. They have some conditions. that they need to get straight for themselves. Stop allowing others to determine your destiny. Stop allowing others to determine where you're going to be, how you're going to get there. Come on, stop allowing people. Stop depending on folks. Stop allowing them to determine, because guess what? If they get upset with you, if they're determining your destiny, if they get upset with you, you'll never make it. You'll never get healed. You'll never be delivered. You'll never get set free. If you keep allowing people and determine them to determine your destiny, you'll never get where you want to be, because sometimes you can be getting blessed. So folk, because I can determine your destiny, they'll find a way to stop your blessing. Yes, they'll find a way to stop your blessing. Watch this. Not only for us to understand that our season can change, number one, we got to stop allowing people to determine our destiny. But then the second thing, you've got to be willing to take some risk. Oh, who am I talking to? You've got to be willing to take some risk. It's enough when you allow people to determine your destiny. But now you got to stop. You got to be willing to take some risk. I found out something. I found out in my time of living, in my time of pastoring, in my time of leadership, I found out that the greatest opportunities in life require risk taking. Yeah, some of the greatest opportunities in our lives requires us taking some risk. You got to get to the point in your life where you get bold enough to take some risk. You got to be in a point in your life where you're bold enough to trust God, take him at his word. I'm going to take risks. I know it don't look like it can be done, and there's no way that I'm able to do it under my own power. But now I'm bold enough to take a risk, to trust God, to take him at his word. Because I understand that the Lord takes the smaller things, the little things, to conform the wise. Oh, yes, he'll take some of the simplest things that we don't think we'll be able to work out, or we can get through certain things, and mess up the minds of people. How in the world did they do that? How did they accomplish that? You know, how did that happen? That's what God would do. God would take simple things to conform the wise. That's why a lot of time now people are scratching their heads trying to figure out why you still making it, even though they know your condition. Have you ever thought about that? People trying to figure out, why are you still making it? How are you still making it? They know your condition don't look good, not good. It's because you took a bold enough risk to trust God. Come on, everybody we know right now, everybody know Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry didn't get where he was today without taking some risk. It takes some risk. It takes some sacrifices. When folk walk around telling you can't get this done, it won't be done. When they're walking around with negativity in their minds and trying to put it in your mind, you have to know how to take some risk. I'm right here in the text. If y'all follow along with me, I'm right here in the text. Jesus tells this man, look, he tells this man when he makes him an offer, he tells this man to do something different than what he has considered normal. He says to this man, take up thy bed and walk. My, look, do something different. I know you consider this as being normal, coming to this spot, coming to this place, sitting in the same spot, in the same place, day after day, day in, day out. You're in the same condition, same position, day in, day out. Now here comes somebody telling you, okay, man, do something different, do something that you're not used to, do something that you consider normal, out of the norm. Do something out of the norm here. Do something different. And you looking at them like, oh, man, hold on. Look, I ain't never done nothing like that before. How do you know? You know my condition. You know my situations, and you asking me to do something, out of the norm. Now watch. I need to tell somebody, because too many people are bound because they are not willing to do something different. Oh my God, who am I talking to right there? You have so many people that's bound because they're not willing to do something different. You got to stop trying to do what everybody else is doing. Do something different. Come on, because you could be missing out on your millionaire status because you refuse to do something different. Yes, yes, yes. You could have been a millionaire a long time ago. But because you refuse to do something different, you're trying to do something the same way somebody else is doing it. And God has given you a command, has given you orders to do something out of the norm, to do something different. But you're afraid to do what God is saying to do. So you're still in the same place where you've been for a long time, and you're still suffering, you're still going through, you're still worrying about how you're going to do this, how you're going to make ends meet, how this going to get done, that going to get done. You're still worrying about certain things, and God is saying, I'm giving you an opportunity to get out of that situation. Do you want to be made whole? Do you want your season to change? Do you want victory? Huh? You've got to be willing to take some risk. Yes, you got to be willing to go against the grain. I know many times people look and tell you, look, that ain't gonna work. That's not how it's gonna happen. I look at this commercial all the time. When I look at this commercial that be on television, I know many of you probably have seen it. It came on your television just like it come on mine. If you're watching television at times, this commercial with Carvana, and how people told them selling cars online would never work. But then they said that's what encouraged them to work harder. Come on, and now it's a success because they didn't allow people to determine their destiny. My God, help me right there. They did not allow people to determine if they was going to be successful with the idea that was given unto them, that was put into their spirits. Okay, we gonna do a different way and start selling cars and everything with no hassle online. Even they'll drop it off at your door. But folk running around talking about that would never be done because it's never been done like that before. Look, they was willing to take some risk. They did not let what people were saying as far as the negative part get into their spirits. And because of that, they took some risk. And because they did not allow people to determine how they was going to become successful or be successful, and they took risks, here it is now, they are successful. You got to be willing, come on, people of God, you got to be willing to take some risk. In other words, you got to be willing to let your faith, to operate in your faith. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither have it entered in the hearts of those what God has in store for those who love them. You got to be able to take risks because people haven't seen the best of you yet. Come on, we understand we walk what? By faith and not by sight. And walking by faith means you're willing to take some risk. Come on, come on, I'm about done. I just wanted to come encourage some of us in here tonight. You know, in order for our seasons to change, and we're going to have a season of change, and our season of change is coming. I want somebody to know, yes, your season of change is coming. It's coming. Watch. In order for our season of change to come, we cannot allow others to determine our destiny. Number two, you've got to be willing to take some risk. Here it is. Number three, the final thing. You got to, in order for your season to change, your conscience has to change before Jesus changes your condition. The way you think, has to change before Jesus changes your situation. If you don't recognize the change, you'll keep living on the same bed. My, that was a good one right there. Look, if you don't recognize the change, if you don't recognize that things can change, if your conscious mind and you don't make things change in your mindset, understanding, no, look, first of all, it changed because when my thoughts, I see the change. So when my mindset changes, in spite of the conditions all around me, in spite of how it looks, in spite of how difficult it may be or seem, I'm looking at this thing as though it's already changed because I see it in my mind. Because if you don't recognize that, you'll continue to stay on the same bed of depression, the same bed of misery. There's so many people that are so depressed and so miserable because you can't see it in your mind. Your mindset haven't changed. So Jesus can't change your condition until you change your mindset. Oh God, I'm right here in the text, you all. St. John chapter number 5. I'm walking down 1 through verses 1 through 9. This man didn't get off the bed to be healed. He didn't get off his bed to be healed. He gets off his bed because he is healed. Because his mindset had changed. His mindset had changed. Come on. His mindset had changed. When the Lord gives you a word, you ought to know it's already done. When the Lord gives you a word, it's already done. When he tells you, open up the business, it's already done. When he tells you to go to the car lot, it's already done. When he tells you to start the paperwork for your house, it's already done. Come on, when he tells you to begin the ministry, it's already done. He's giving us command. Look, step out on faith. Because it's already done. When Peter asked, if thou bid me to come, when he said, come on, guess what? And he walked on water, it was already done. You've got to know it's already been approved by the Lord. You got to understand and know that tonight, people of God. If he said it, that settles it. Come on, there's power in his talk. All he have to do is say a word. Come on. The ruler said, look, you ain't even got to come to my house. All you got to do is just speak a word. Come on, he has power in his talk. There was some that he touched. He has power in his touch. But then he has power in his talk. You don't have to touch, but he can just speak a word over your life. What word have he spoken over your life that the enemy tried to discourage you? But it came to pass because you had faith in the word that was spoken over your life. What have the Lord spoken over you? What have the Lord commanded you to do? Look, you got to change your mindset, people of God. You got to change your mindset. You got to change your mindset. You got to change your mindset. Yes. That's what we have to do. We got to change our mindset. And when we change our mindset, God will do the rest. He'll change our seasons. He'll change our conditions. Oh, I hope I help somebody tonight. I hope I help somebody with just a word of encouragement. That there's a simple word tonight that I wanted to give you. Look, you got to be able to understand that your season is changing. And when you understand that your season can change, you'll make the point in your life where you won't allow people to determine your destiny. You'll be able to take some risk, and you'll change your conscious mind before the Lord changes your condition. Yes. God bless you. God bless you. Look, I hope and trust something was said tonight that will be beneficial and helpful to you all. Once I say again, those of you that's streaming, view Holy Connection TV, those of you that's watching streaming live, Facebook Live, YouTube, Periscope. We thank God for you. You're on our website. Look, if you want to be a part of this ministry, you can go to our website, thecathedraloftruepraise.org. You can log on to that information slot and give us information that you want to be a part of this ministry. You can also sow seed there from the website. There's ways of giving there you'll find on the website through our Givelify, through our Cash App as well. Those of you that's watching want to be a blessing, you can Cash App us as well. Let's say I have a new Cash App. That's $Bishop, BISHOP Bishop Dre 27. You can Cash App and you want to be a blessing, sow a seed. You can do it that way as well. But we thank God for you. We thank God for you tuning in, sharing with us on this Tuesday evening once again for our Bible enrichment. We thank God for each and every one of you that continue to support us. God has been good to us and he's been great. So we just thank God for each and every heart that's been tuned in and watching with us today. We invite you to share with us again on Sunday as we prepare to have another wonderful time of worship there at the Cathedral of True Praise. And God is just being good to us and kind to us still. So look, continue to keep the Lord first in your life. Continue to do what God has called us to do. And we'll just continue to just bless him because he's worthy of all of our praise. And because he's worthy of all of our praise, we ought to continue to just give him glory and honor because he is the Lord. He is what we need him to be. Yeah, he is what we need him to be. And he'll continue to be that for us. So look, I thank God for you. God bless you. God keep your heaven smile upon you is our prayer. And we say again, as we say at the cathedral, each one reach one, because the soul you touch, look, God can save. God bless you. Go in peace, my brothers.